Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Panthers are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Eagles offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Wentz now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. 23 yards on the play.
Another big play by Alshon Jeffrey. I think his best days are ahead of him. I think he's ideally suited to help this young quarterback Carson Wentz develop.
He had 13 career 100-yard games coming into the season, and you know in the city of brotherly love, they're hoping for more.
Yeah, just think about Alshon Jeffrey, the catch radius and the ability to make plays downfield against smaller defensive backs.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. In not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
From the gun, here's Newton. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
By the way, partner, that was a 30-year-old running back carrying the ball there.
Yeah, turned 30 back in March, did Stewart.
Yeah, I know that people say that you're not supposed to at the age of 30, but Jonathan Stewart, good style, good physicality. He'll continue to run it.
Hoping to keep him healthy. Hasn't played a full 16 games since 2011. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They give them a gain of 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Wentz going to throw. Dancing to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of their...
And he's going to go down again. Kyle Love. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. And the tight end Dixon left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the 50, Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Wentz to throw on second down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to go for a big play down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. And even 60 yards. Into the red zone, Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Blount. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Brent Selleck, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Trying to improvise. And Olsen over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
We've been together a little while now, partner. How often do we actually describe tight ends as nifty? Because that's what I think of when I see Greg Olsen on the field. His ability to run routes, create space and separation, and make those catches downfield.
Yeah, sure consistent. The numbers the last couple years almost identical, and both over 1,000-yard seasons. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Stewart on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Buying time to his left. Got his target, Samuel. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the 1st down.
They run with Taliaferro. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Wentz. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is, and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On first down, it's Newton. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Taliaferro. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing on first is Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the red zone now, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down and goal to go from the 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And Gano's kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. Now he's forced out left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
20.
On third down, Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. A big play that time through the air. 45 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on second down, Newton eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From the gun on third down, Newton. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now it's Taliaferro. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton being chased out left. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw on third down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A gain of 3, second down. Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. Throwing now is Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Newton gives off to Stewart. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Vinny Curry able to get in there and drop him behind the line. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. They'll roll him out right to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So certainly something to watch here as Newton is now out. And they'll hand things over to the veteran backup, Derek Anderson. Now Anderson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So another 3 on the board there, and he's been a lone bright spot here. That's now 4 field goals.
And that's nice, but if this offense had finished a few more drives, we might be looking at a completely different ball game. Instead, when you're trading field goals for touchdowns, that's a losing proposition.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Mario Addison. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The veteran backup Anderson, his first throw. Flush to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Give him. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Anderson, wide open receiver, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The target there, Mac Hollins. And it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Wentz now on first down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Wentz now giving to Blunt on the draw. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. They run again with Ajayi. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Play action. Now Wentz. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Into the red zone. Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Anderson now throwing on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Anderson to throw on second down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. Anderson operating from the gun. So they're on that play offensive. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's back to throw. He gets Taliaferro. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll look to throw. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.